So, hey there. It is the end of week 22. And here we are. And Gracie just wants to play. So, I am going to rub Gracie and get her to play. And we will do the video at the same time. So, she loves belly rubs, don't you? Yes, she loves belly rubs. I think they are just the best to her. So as long as she's getting those, she seems to be a very happy child. Now, what has happened in this week is the real question for you guys, I bet. Wow, Gracie and I just hang out here and play in front of you. That's pretty funny. So, let's see. It has been a little bit of a waiting game this week. We got so much done last week that in terms of, the gardens and the planting and everything that needed to happen. And then this week was a little bit of slow medicine. We were just taking it a little easy this week. It did rain some during the week, and then the rain stopped. And it got very, very hot, like hot to the point that I can be out here in the mornings really well. I can be out here in the evenings really well. Middle of the day, it gets rough for me and all the plants, I'm afraid. So the plants that were all doing so well and looking so lush, now they're all a little bit droopy. I am going to increase the water this week. I have only been watering them at night, and I don't think that's really serving them. So I'm going to start giving them a splashdown at night, but then giving them a deeper watering early in the morning before the the sun really sets in on them. And I think that might that kind of double watering at different times, I think that might make a big difference. Make a big difference for all of them. So we'll try that. That's what the next game is. And my tomato that fell off the vine last week, it has now gotten a little pink to it. So I have not had my fried green tomato yet, but that is coming. And I think that probably this coming week I'm also going to get to harvest things again. I think it's time to take some more basil. It's time to definitely take some peppers. I have not done that yet. It is time to harvest a lot more basil, actually, and some more beans. I need to harvest in both areas. The kitchen garden here, which is a lot of herbs, in addition to tomatoes and eggplants, and then the big garden. Now the big garden, I did plant a few more things over there that have been waiting for the right time. So I did plant more sweet potato slips that Lauren had given me. Those are in the ground. We're going to see how those do. We never seem to know how things are going to do, and that's all part of this first year. I think that it's just it's a learning game more than anything, particularly for me, since I've never done any of this before. So it's studying and researching and listening to other people and taking recommendations from other people, and then just experimenting. And we know how that goes. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. So what else did I plant over there this week? I got the sugar cane in the ground. That's right. I put it over by one of the little avocado trees so that it will get full sun, and I think that'll make it very happy. And so that is in the ground. And then I also got some more borage, and both white and blue borage in the ground, in between one of the beds. And I put some roselle in the ground by another bed. The bed that had the sweet peas in it, I have now put in there cow peas. there's a few of the snap peas, sorry, sweet peas. They're really snap peas. There are a few of them that are continuing to inch up, but most of the rest of them just did not do that well. The little starts that we had. So cowpeas. I have now put cowpeas in, and then the other thing that I got in the ground over there was that I got some more, some loofah and some peanuts, because, well, why not, right? Let's just get a little bit of everything growing, and then we get to see what gets to return next year, perhaps, right? Yeah. So as far as the Wildflower Garden, it's been a little bit of a quiet week over there. I did get the lavenders in the ground, which is fabulous. That will start, along with the sage and a couple of the other perennial flowers I've got over there. That will start providing incredible smells coming from that garden. And I redid the hummingbird feeders. I cleaned them all out, redid them. There's a video out here somewhere of me actually making the nectar for them. So I got that going again, and it's just been a little quiet, not just with Gracie and I, but yeah, also with, kind of everything else that's going on. The other big thing is that my DR Power equipment, I have a super duper walk behind trim mower that is on its way here. It should be here this coming Wednesday, Thursday. And I got some of the accessories that go with that this past week, but the trimmer itself should be here this coming week. And I made room in the storage shipping container so that I can just roll that in there and keep it inside and keep it protected, because to date now, that is my most expensive piece of equipment that I have bought. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take care of that. That's right. So that should be coming this week. And what else? I'm saving the big news. Oh, and I got a new plant, a new medicinal plant. I watch a guy out here. He is pretty incredible. He and his wife, Fit Florida, I believe is the name of it. Jerome, I believe is his name. I'll check that and get to another video where I correct it if that's not it, or I'll put it down in the comments along with a link to his site. But very smart gardeners, he and his wife. They have been doing this for a while. They bring all kinds of great and unique views to the world of gardening here in Florida in particular. They are more in Central Florida, I believe, but not too far, not too far away from where I am. Anyhow, Leaf of Life. It seems that in Jamaica and in the islands, that is pretty well known as a medicinal herb. And it does, all kinds of incredible things. And kidneys is a main thing that it also helps with. So I ordered myself a little Leaf of Life plant, and that arrived this week. So now I've just potted that up today, and gonna let that grow, because that is part of the deal here, is not just to have food to eat, but to have food, plants as medicine. So, and Lauren, my gardening guru, she has her own apothecary, and she is always looking at medicinal uses for plants too. So that'll be part of what starts happening as we continue on here, is probably more conversation about that. But I'm very excited about my leaf of life plant. Now let's tell you the big news. So the big news is about the JEEP Gladiator. So if you've been with me just a little bit, you will know that I guess about a month and a half ago, the batteries died on my Gladiator. Not died like they just needed a charge. No, like warranty died, like gone. And I worked with I worked with a Jeep dealership about 30 minutes away from where I am, Jenkins Jeep, and they were really great with me. And one thing I became aware of with that was that my warranties were about to go out. My 3-year warranties were about to go out on everything with my Jeeps. So that leaves you faced into, you either get more extended warranties, in which case your monthly amount that you're paying toward the Jeep goes up, or you look at trading it in. Now, I was upside down on the Gladiator, and I went to Jenkins anyhow. And there's several things that have occurred to me. That Gladiator was absolutely a lifesaver when I got it. You know, at that point in time, I was driving a Mazda Miata. Picture it, zoom, low to the ground, little sports car, top off, having a fabulous time. As a matter of fact, I have owned Miatas. Prior to that, I have owned 7 Miatas. I love them. They are just one of my favorite cars. They're more exciting to me than some of the expensive sports cars. But that's what I was driving, and that did not serve the purpose of being on this property, being able to carry things, being able to even drive on this property, because I got sucked into the sand on a sand road with that Miata and had to have AAA tow me out, and I could see the future of that. So the Jeep Gladiator was quite a savior to me at that point in time. It was absolutely necessary that I have some kind of high up off the ground truck, all-terrain, 4-wheel drive, you know, something that could really handle the kind of roughness of this Florida terrain. And that's where the Gladiator came in. And so I have never been a truck person ever in my life. It was a big object, even though the Jeep Gladiators are pretty small. They only have a 5-foot bed, but it had a dual cab. It had front and back seats, and then the bed, and it was just a lot for me. Now I learned how to drive it, and I learned how to do everything that I needed to do with it. And yes, it did help me carry a lot of stuff back and forth from St. Pete to Tampa over those 3 years that I was having to transport a lot of stuff when I was just able to come up here on Sundays. But now I am living here. I don't need a truck per se anymore. As a matter of fact, when I tell you what I actually ended up getting and the advantage of that in a few minutes, you'll get that. But I really don't need a truck. I'm close enough now that if I need large pieces of anything delivered, or if I buy anything large pieces of lumber, large anything, I can get it delivered, and I can mostly get it delivered for free. So, you know, that is an incredible advantage particularly given that then I don't have to load the truck, I don't have to worry about driving stuff here, and I don't have to unload the truck because they bring it and unload things for me, which is pretty cool. So the bottom line is that I was questioning what I needed to really get. And I've been looking at the Jeep Wranglers, at both the 2 doors and the 4 doors. I actually love the Jeep brand. Very, very impressed with the Gladiator in terms of its performance. And so I decided I was going to stick with Jeep, and I was looking at the two different Wranglers, the 2 doors, the 4 doors. When I got to Jenkins, we looked around. We looked at both lease and purchase, and I settled on a 4-door Jeep Wrangler Sport in black. It is gorgeous. Yeah. It is gorgeous. And I took the tape measure to that and found out that from the back to the front window, if I put the back seats down, I have the same amount of space that I had in the bed of the Gladiator. Not only that, but I have more height than the Gladiator walls, and on the Gladiator I had a like a rolling cover to cover it, so when I was traveling distances I didn't have to worry about things flying out. But I have more height, and with the seats down I have a little, like several inches more length. So why did I need a truck anymore? I didn't. And I got the Jeep 4-door Sport Wrangler. So I now have a new car, a brand new car. I have a new car, all new warranties. My payment, I got a 25 instead of a 26. Exact same car, I was told, with the exception of the $18,000 extra they charge because it's a 26. So I am good to go now for another 3 years, and much smaller vehicle, much easier for me to drive on the open road and everything. So I'm pretty tickled. Now, have I named her yet? No, I haven't. So, I welcome any names that you guys may have. You know that I lean toward, I've already distinguished her as her, and that I lean toward, I lean toward all kinds of interesting girl names. My Gladiator was Athe after Athena. Yeah, Greek goddess. Feel free if you can think of girl names that you think are appropriate. There is a video out here of the new Wrangler if you want to see it. Okay, that's enough rambling now for this week, and lots of cool things coming up next week as we keep moving here at Freedom Makers. But for now, Gracie, hi, yeah. Okay, for now, Gracie and I, we send you freedom for yourself and your life. Tons and tons and tons of freedom. And we send you love. That's right, both of us, we both send you up. Gracie's going to yawn a little bit, but the feeling's still there. We send you love for yourself and your life. And we send you freedom. Tons and tons and tons of freedom. So we'll be back next week and let you know what's going on at that point in time. Thanks for sticking with us. Thanks to those of you that do keep watching and commenting, and I just love to know that you're on the adventure with me. This is the first year here, so we keep seeing what happens next. Okay, soon, next week,